Rather be me Vincy girl by my side. I tell them all the while, no have no go in the aisle. We have wonderful people rich with beauty. Full smiles from the head. Every man, every woman, every child. If you're proud to be Vincy, put your hands up high. And let me hear you say, this island is mine. Jump and say, jump and say, jump and say. This island is mine. Jump and say, jump and say, jump and say. This island is mine. Jump and say, jump and say, jump and say.
Okay, so we back to the honors with playing field. Dark View Explorers, they have won the toss and chose to take the field. And it looks like Darius Martin is going to open the ball here for Lyndon James led 11. And as I was told before, this is the surface that is normally used for international cricket. It should be the cricket of the surfaces, Sam, and therefore I believe the pace bowlers would be in for a feast today if they hit the right lengths.
Yes. And that's what we want to see. We want to see good cricket. We want to see ball carrying to the keeper. And we want to see the batters able to get value for their shots. We have today again with us Maria Abbott and Dayton Butler, who are going to keep things under control as far as the umpiring is concerned. That one bounce and carry, so we can definitely tell from what we have seen just by that delivery that we have some juice, as they would say, in the pitch.
Definitely, and facing up right now is the left-handed Atticus Brown and the non-striker, his partner, opening partner today, Hiram Shallow. So definitely a matchup that is worth seeing here this morning as we go into day 3 of the Vincy Premier League T10 competition. Okay, that one rushed onto him. He's trying to go through the onside. Came off of the outside edge. And first one on the board.
Atticus would be happy to be back in today, as yesterday he sit out due to stomach illness. And we are happy that he's back. And the looks of things, he looks to be getting, some balls that he would have to really try to manipulate and get runs, because this bowler is free.
Okay, again, and this line and length there by Martin. Martin has been bowling quite well in the tournament, albeit well within himself. He's not been expressively quick, nor has he been taking a lot of wickets, but he has actually been doing the job that is being asked by Lynn Names so far in this tournament.
The Dark View Explorers will definitely be looking to pick some early wickets this morning. That's a lovely delivery.
That's a beauty. That's what is going to be seen today once you put it in the right areas. And as I did allude earlier, this is probably the pace bowler's paradise. That was really in a channel that we call a channel of uncertainty for batsmen, not knowing whether to play or leave. Committed, had to be committed to doing something, and beat outside the house with a tremendous delivery there by Martin.
The field placement is very interesting too. You have a predominantly offside field set, and Martin is keeping his line and length to match his field placement.
And of course, predictably, as soon as you said that he gets one on his hips that he can turn into the onside.
I need to stop.
Once the commentators said.
Yes, and Hiram Shallow loves them like short. He looks as if he's still carrying an injury as he hobbles through for the single.
This one is wide, a little bit to a difference there by Martin. And Martin, as I was alluding, he has 2 wickets in so far at a pretty decent economy, 4.5, and his average in terms of the wicket average isn't 25. But the economy is going to be very, very important in this tournament, and I think Martin has been doing a tremendous job in that aspect.
You can see what he's trying to do here, my fellow commentator. He's making sure that he don't give any room to the left-handed batsman. He's keeping it around mid and leg. He odd a few times on the legs. He odd on a little bit far down leg side on that occasion, a couple of occasions this over. But you can see that Martin, he's trying to make sure that his line is in harmony with the field set that he has been given.
Beautiful, beautiful that on Israel today. This is the day we're seeing Beckway in the distance for really beautifully for the first time in all 3 days. So I think I might be leaving you guys and take a break and come back tomorrow. You can handle the day, right? I go back and have some fish, some pizza, all those luxuries that we have in the Benny Island of Beckway.
Well, I remember yesterday you spoke with Butler about a boat that was coming in, and he said that there was a big catch on that boat. So I'm expecting some boiled fish today.
All right, so into the attack is Hooper, Shaman Hooper.
One more to the total. They move on to 5 and they're into over number 2. It's a bat by the next the Botanical Gardens. They're trying to negotiate the first couple of and see what the service has to offer. Or not a bit more runs that they would need definitely challenge the Dark Explorers batting lineup a little later on this morning.
That one was cut behind square off a bit of an by shallow, and if you remember that is how he was dismissed in his first game of the tournament, caught at sit, caught behind actually of the Austin.
It's another good delivery from Hooper. Hooper in our local cricket, he hasn't had much to do in this tournament ball so far. This one is free over the mid-wicket area, is going into the boundary now for the 4. That is the first boundary for today for the Botanical Garden Rangers, and that is, I make it at Atticus Brown, making use of the delivery on these pads and whipping it over the mid-wicket area for 4. This one he punches in front of point. It's going to go. Is it? No, they get 1. They're looking for a second. They're going to complete it. And Atticus Brown is looking at the part this morning, commentators, as we see they're trying to get the measure of Hooper, and not obviously a pace bowler. Much more comfortable for them to negotiate.
Lyndon James is marshalling his troops. He doesn't like to give away runs.
Excellent feeling there by Young Williams as he prevents that one from beating him, and we know that the outfield is pretty quick, so that might have sped away to the boundary for 4. So he may have saved 3 on that occasion.
Right, so Hooper, Shaman Hooper in local cricket T20 doesn't have bad figures. He has taken 29 wickets from 28 stints at bowling, and a strike rate of 15.97, and best figures of 4 for 20. So something similar to that is probably what Lyndon James may be hoping for in these 2 overs if he is allowed to complete his quota.
Yes, and we also notice that Lyndon James is not giving the batsman any opportunity to see any one bowler as he is making quick changes. He has now brought on the ball young Straw, who was given an opportunity to bowl yesterday from the Beckway end. He is coming from the administrative end today. And it looks as if he's going to get a wicket. Hooper settles under it, and comfortable catch taken by Hooper. So Straw gets his first wicket in this VPL T10 competition.
Well, Sam, as we were saying before, this wicket has much more pace than the others on this square, and the ball is going to have to be very, very short or very close to you for you to be able to be in full control. I don't think Atticus was in full control there. It rushed onto him a little quicker than he expected, and it obviously eventually ended in his downfall. Straw hitting a pretty good line and length with his very first delivery, and the Botanical Gardens have lost their first wicket. Darkview starting to make inroads.
Royal Currency comes to the crease, an experienced campaigner. He is partnering with Shallow, who we know can dispatch the ball at any part of this boundary. He has an array of shots. You would look and see.
Well, Currency in our interview, or prior to our interview this morning, he was like, manager, I don't know what's going on. I don't know where the head is going.